Hey, you!
Pathetic.
Hey Vergil, what are you doing?
Hey Leon, just playing the brand new Dead Rising Remaster.
Damn, that's rough. I would have just sticked with the original cause. All I hear from the remaster is negatives.
Well, I think the game is decent. Again, it is a remaster and not a remake, so it's pretty much the same game.
Anyways, it's been a while since we did a tier list. You think we should rank all the Dead Rising games or what?
Sounds good to me. There aren't that many games, so this will be a breeze. We gotta get the boy into the call first.
What's up, fellas?
Holy shit, is that you, Frank? I didn't even know you were in the server. Nice to see you again, though.
Likewise, Leon. I'm usually offline most of the time since I got stories to cover. But Capcom got desperate and had to remaster my games eventually.
You guys think we'll get Darkstalkers eventually with RE Engine 2?
Nah, ain't no way. Never in a million years. Anyways, I'm really curious what you guys got for me for this tier list.
Let's just get started with original Dead Rising 1. I gotta say, after 18 years, this game still feels very charming with the gameplay and the story, although the graphics have not aged well to say the least.
Yeah, but the game still feels hella jank. Aiming down sights was horrendous and escorting survivors was a pain in the ass. Even Ashley was better than those NPCs.
I see what you mean, but you got my voice, and I still think everything was great for a game for 2006. I want to say that this would be like a A tier or B tier for me.
Sounds valid to me. This game is definitely way harder than the remaster, but I honestly like it more when the game gives me a challenge. Let's go with a tier.
Sounds good. Now let's move on to the absolute GOAT, Dead Rising 2. This game improved so much from the original and innovated with the gameplay and style. Easy S tier.
Absolute fucking facts, Leon. Even though I'm still the best main protagonist in the series, Chuck Green is an absolute Chad. The story is a lot more interesting, and the psychopaths are even better.
Not to mention fucking combination weapons. These combo cards were so much fun when these were introduced, made exploring a lot more enjoyable and unique. TK is a great antagonist, and the twist in the final act was awesome, slapping that shit into S tier.
Okay, let's move to the spin-off game, Dead Rising 2 off the record. This game is honestly such a cool idea. Originally, this was going to be a director's cut, but the devs wanted to bring Frank back in a what-if scenario.
I mean, they knew they had to bring the absolute GOAT back. This version of the game even expands the map and adds a lot more content, making the Zombrex mechanic way better than 2, and seeing myself go through an alternative story of the original.
Also, making Chuck Green a psychopath was really heartbreaking to watch, knowing Katie died in this version. But that fucking boss track for Chuck slaps so hard. I've always loved the photography mechanic in these games, and I'm glad that brought it back. And also, the game's ending and twist do end differently, which is really awesome. This is definitely going S tier.
Spitting facts on God. Let's move on to Dead Rising 3. First off, it's absolute ridiculous that this game was Xbox only, and still is to this day. They really need to add a re-release for PlayStation Dog.
Yeah, I don't know what they were smoking, but to be frank with you, no pun intended, I didn't like 3 that much. Nick is a mid-protagonist, and I didn't really like the group of characters you're with.
I can see what you mean by that, but this game does have my favorite psychopaths in the series. They really crank the crazy up to an 11 with these characters.
The combination vehicles were pretty cool though, and the weapons were tons of fun as well. I'd say we put this game into B or A tier.
Honestly, can we stick with B, fellas? I just really didn't like the story in this game, and the twist that Annie is Katie is whatever, not gonna lie.
Sounds valid. I'm fine with B tier. Are you ready for what comes next, though?
Please don't remind me. I just pretend this game just doesn't exist.
Wait, don't tell me you guys are gonna shit on Dead Rising 4. I honestly really enjoyed what they did with Frank returning.
Bro, they literally fucking assassinated my character in this game. They literally turned me into an MCU character with that cringe-ass dialogue.
You know I was expecting a dog shit take eventually, but Frank is right, Leon. The story is shockingly bad, the gameplay is so bland, and it takes everything away that makes Dead Rising special in the first place.
I don't know, man. I thought the combination weapons were fun in this game, and especially when you get the exosuit later on.
But then you fight a fucking zombie that can talk, and you have a fucking advanced warfare fight. Not to mention that all the psychopaths have no cutscene. No personality, incredibly easy to kill. This game had absolute no soul. This game is not canon.
And if it weren't bad enough, they added other versions of the campaign just because they knew it was gonna suck. Even the other Capcom characters feel bland as hell.
Alright, I can see what you mean. I mean, they didn't even add me or you in the Capcom campaign, so that's an L on their behalf.
Gentlemen, I will just slap this dog shit into trash tier. This game spits on Dead Rising fans and is an insult.
No complaints from me. Last finally talk about the remaster for Dead Rising 1. I honestly thought about this one long and hard if one was better than the other, and honestly I think both are in the same tier, to be honest.
Personally, I think the original is way better. The remaster honestly feels way too easy because of all the changes they did to Frank. Not to mention them decreasing how many zombies there are in an area.
But I do love the quality of life changes they did. The survivor NPCs aren't as annoying anymore, and the boss fights play a lot more smoother.
Honestly, I feel the same way I felt with Resident Evil 4 and the remake. I'll just have the remaster in a tier with the original. The story and cutscenes are exactly the same. The 2006 version has a lot of charm with the voice cast and the gameplay, and the 2024 version improves the quality a lot.
Sounds good with me, fellas. Now they just need to remaster Dead Rising 2. That shit will be absolute peak.
You think they'll ever remaster Devil May Cry 1 Vergil?
What they need to remaster is Devil May Cry 2. I think I honestly rather play Dead Rising 4 than play Devil May Cry 2 again.
Damn, bro, you're crazy for that one. Anyways, you boys trying to play Marvel 2. I just bought the collection today, and that shit is peak for real.
Bet I'm totally down. What about you, Vergil?
Sounds good to me. Marvel 2 will be the bridge for Marvel vs. Capcom 4, I know it. I'll join up right now.
What's up, boys? I just saw you guys got on Marvel 2. Y'all gonna sauce me the invite or what?
Oh, hey, what's up, right? Yeah, I just sent the invite right now.
Hey boys, I'm finally here. I'm down to play Marvel 2. What the absolute fuck? I just joined the call and you motherfuckers get off ain't no fucking way. Nah, I ain't playing with your goofy ass. I'm out of here.